The Ghent Sint-Pieters railway station is a century old and is the most important station in Flanders today. Every weekday, some 50,000 passengers get on a train here. Almost 40% travel to the station by bus or tram, 18% come by bike, and about 9% of commuters use their car. The number of passengers will certainly increase in the near future. The need to bring the station and its surroundings in step with 21st century requirements is therefore obvious. In 2007 saw the start of a major construction project, the Ghent Sint-Pieters project, a joint enterprise between the National Belgian Railway Company, Eurostation, Infrabel, public transport company De Lijn, the Flemish region and the city of Ghent. Ghent Sint-Pieters is to become a gateway to a modern city, a central hub where train, tram, bus, taxi, car, bicycle and pedestrians smoothly interconnect with each other. What changes will the train station go through? Drastic changes. However, many features will remain intact. The original entrance building is a listed monument. The ceiling and wall paintings have been restored and the entrance has been fitted with a new canopy. The platen trees circling the Queen Maria Hendrika Square are protected as a listed landmark in the city. The rest of the station and its area will be thoroughly modernized. The number of switches will be optimized and reduced. A third and fourth track between Ghent and Bruges and a new railway flyover were built, making it safer and faster for trains to enter and leave the station. Demolishing and constructing has to be achieved with the station running at full capacity. The earthen railway bank has been excavated. Flyovers on steel columns support the new tracks and platforms. Working in difficult conditions and in a very congested area while assuring a safe way through to the commuters is a true engineering feat. Platform 12 is the first new track to be recommissioned. Once Platform 11 is ready as well, the final stairs, escalators and lifts will be fitted. It's the beginning of our journey into the future, and this is what it looks like. The 12 platforms are made up to 4 meters wider and a lot longer. They'll be covered by a roof construction containing a lot of glass. Sunlight will shine down into the new open hall underneath, as the railway platforms contain almost transparent floor elements. This open area spans about 35,000 square meters. The escalators and lifts will make the station facilities easily accessible to people with a physical impairment. It also leaves enough room for numerous services, shops, bars and restaurants in a pleasant and open atmosphere. The large open space underneath the tracks allows commuters to switch from a train to a tram, bus or bike, guided along the shortest possible route. The Saint-Denis Avenue gets a fully fledged station entry, featuring plenty of glass with a length totaling 300 meters. A second station square will be built here as well, the Princess Mathilde Square. Before, The train, tram and bus stations were three completely separate worlds. Today, the flow of public transport has improved, but at peak times, commuters still lack space. When finished, Ghent Sint-Pieters will be a public transport hub smoothly interconnecting all means of transport. The bus station is also being built in stages. Half the station is already in full use, with clearly indicated platforms and screens featuring real-time travel information. Once the station is truly completed, the new bus station will boast 12 platforms with room for 24 articulated buses. To keep Tramline 1 running during the major works, first a tram tunnel was dug and temporary platforms were built underneath the wing of the new office tower. Only once the entire station area has literally found its footing can the final new tram station be built, diagonally underneath the train tracks, featuring 12 stops along 4 parallel tracks. Once the new tram station is finished, the temporary tram platforms can be dismantled. The photo wall, made by artist Beat Ströli, is the western limit of the new station complex. Thousands of bicycles are currently parked or left near the station, usually exposed to the elements and unsecured. A first section of the covered bicycle park has been completed. It has room for 1,700 bicycles. Cyclists can ride down gently sloping ramps to access the parking area. Once the new complex is finished, 2 separate spacious underground garages will securely hold 10,000 bikes. With the parking area being accessible from 5 different entrances, cyclists can leave their bike just a short distance from the railway platforms. Here again, daylight and a pleasant atmosphere are brought down into the basement level. This is achieved in part by a sloping garden on the Queen Maria Hendrika Square. Every day, more than 2,000 motorists take their car up to the station looking for a nearby place to park. They are mostly commuters, but in the near future they'll also include employees and visitors to the new offices, shops and residential units. Today, they can park their vehicle in the underground car park with a capacity of about 2,700 cars. Access from the car park to the railway station has been made swifter and easier, as you can now walk underground all the way. However, the increased number of passengers must not lead to more car traffic. Commuters will be encouraged to use public transport as much as possible to get to Ghent Sint-Pieters station. It's important for the neighbourhood's development that the area is easily accessible by car. Consequently, a new road was built connecting the station to the R4 Ghent Ring Road. The Timicek tunnel takes you underneath the tracks and into the car park, and at a later stage also to the surrounding neighbourhood. The connecting road should not become a new corridor into the heart of the city. Through traffic will be discouraged. To compensate for the construction of this new road, the Overmeer's green area has been redeveloped and will be opened up to the public. This is an area of about 70,000 square meters, part of which is set up as an educational nature reserve. The Ghent Sint-Pieters station neighbourhood is a major growth area for working and living and an area for condensed urban development. Queen Fabiola Avenue has been redeveloped, making it wider and adding a double row of trees. The avenue will be part of the green axis connecting the Blaarmeersen and the Citadel Park. On top of the station's underground car park, which has a surface area of around 25,000 square meters, mostly offices will be built. There's also room for commercial, sports and leisure facilities and 30% housing. De Link, designed by architects Poponcini and Lutens, is the first step realized in this process. This 90-meter-high office tower will house the Flemish government's administration. The wing of the building will house more public services. Beyond the office, commercial and apartment buildings, stretching all the way down to the River Lees, the development area is focused on green living. New parks and squares will be built, as well as meeting facilities for the residents. The opinions of residents and future users matter. That's why the local community and other stakeholders are regularly consulted about topics such as mobility, how the public domain is to be used, and how the new project development is going. This is done via dialogue and feedback sessions, workshops, and also via social media. The entire project has a huge impact on the surroundings. During these sweeping redevelopment works, the station has to remain fully accessible. We want to make sure that all information about these constant changes reaches you in time. For further information, or if you have any questions, please contact the Information Centre, Infopunt Project Ghent Sint-Pieters.